What's up, guys? Nolan here with a couple odds and ends things, as well as something interesting to look forward to that actually has a date for once. Before we get into that, though, I wanted to quickly plug the Sons of Soon and Pray for Wipe shirts and hoodies. If you're interested, check them out in the link below. Really appreciate the support here, guys. More to come. Now, I've been getting reports from people over the weekend about cultists on Lighthouse. For those who don't know, they don't usually spawn there, so if you get some proof, send that my way. People have also been reporting rogues, not raiders, around the parts of Lighthouse that they aren't usually. Both of these could have been mistakes or rare bugs. Either way, let me know if you guys find anything. The reason why I think there's some validity to these is because I think it is very possible that at some point in the future, possibly very soon, there will be clashes between the cultists, who should own that Lighthouse Island along with Lightkeeper, the raiders who are looking for their phone, and the rogues who are of course also there and also looking for that phone. So yeah, Lighthouse is a bit of a powder keg right now. Keep an eye out for anything interesting. Now, like I said earlier, we actually have a solid date for something interesting for once in the world of Tarkov. June 9th is going to be the Summer Games Festival, and BSG have had something to show off during that Summer Games Festival for the last couple years now. Last year, we got our last Streets tease, Concordia, and if you guys have been following my videos, then you know that I believe Streets is going to be coming this year finally. So when you put those together, yep, you guessed it, I bet that we're going to get at least another Streets tease, if not something pointing directly to a release of the location. We are going to get something at least, because I doubt BSG would say anything if they didn't have something ready, and they did reply to a tweet about it. So worst case scenario, even though this would still be cool, I think we get a patch 13 trailer with some actual moving rogue bosses and maybe a peek at Lightkeeper or his friends. Best case scenario, a new Streets tease, while it's totally possible we get a bit of both, maybe even some time frames involved, but I won't get too cocky there. Since we haven't seen the Lighthouse patch yet, I would really hope we either see its release or something pointing to it, either with or before this date, but we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, with the lack of information around the development these days, there's no way of knowing until literally the day of or the day before if we're lucky. I just try to get you guys the best information I can, but on the best guess side of things, every fiber of my being is telling me that they must be planning more with this patch based off of what they were saying about some of these new features and additions all the way back in January. If that's all that they were going to do, I don't see how they couldn't have had this patch out months ago if it really was what they said it was. They could have been hitting snags with certain features that would get pushed back, and then it happened to line up with some other features, so they wanted to wait for that, and then more delays popped up. This stuff happens, and I could totally see that domino effect happening between the want for them to have a release candidate by next year and the delay from the war. I know they said that they didn't skip a beat, and sure, they might have been in the office this whole time, but even if they were, I just don't see how they could have kept the pace exactly the same. That's why I've been saying July or August for the next wipe patch, because they probably had it planned for June, and it's probably going to get pushed back a month or two. Either way, I'm excited to see what's on the other side of this one. Again, I don't think BSG would have drawn any attention to it if they didn't have something planned, and they have been consistently showing new stuff, new, very important stuff, for the past couple years now, so mark June 9th, which happens to be a Thursday, by the way, of course, in your hideout calendars, because we're going to get something interesting on that day. Now, for the short term, I'm going to be away from home for a couple days, so if something does end up happening, I'm going to be posting some, let's say, very unique videos, which you'll just have to see in order to understand, because even when I'm not home, as always, I will be keeping an eye out for anything new and let you guys know more once I do. The Pray for Wipe and Sons of Soon shirts and hoodies are now live. If you're interested, the link's below. We are able to ship outside the US, but we aren't okay with the costs of that right now, so we're working out better options for outside shipping as soon as possible. However, if you're inside the US, you're good to go. Thanks ahead of time for any believers heading there now, and for the support that we've had already. For the latest Tarkov news, follow me on Twitter or subscribe for more. You know the drill. If you're looking for people to play with, check out our Discord. Links in the description. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.